Hey everyone, Wes here for Family Gamer TV, and today we're going to take a look at some Guardians of the Galaxy playset footage from Disney Infinity 2.0. Now Andy had a chance to play this over at Gamescom, and we're looking at his playthrough right now. Unfortunately for him, it was all in German. So this will at least give us a good idea of what it's like to play the game if you can't read the language, or, you know, read in general. So here we've got Drax the Destroyer with his tattoos, obviously played by Dave Bautista in the film, and one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. But Andy really has no idea where he's going at this point, so he's just going to have a bit of an explore, picking up some of those points that he needs for toy box pieces. And my German's not quite what it once was either. Admittedly, I did fail my GCSE in German, but at least I knew a bit back then. And now I have no idea. So we've got Drax in one of the vehicles here, exploring the world. I'm not sure whether he's on nowhere at this point. I think he might be. Obviously having to pick up some pieces of a puzzle to solve this. It's an interesting task, having to talk about someone's playthrough in a foreign language as well. As he moves through the game, he can pick up the XP boosts and point boosts. When you pick those up, those allow you to upgrade your character, add XP to your character, give you the points you need to buy things in the toy box, all that kind of stuff. And here we got Drax's upgrade tree. So the upgrade tree is made up of a variety of aspects. You see the kind of general upgrades that just do boosts to your stats, and then you've got these kind of special ability upgrades as well in there. So you have to unlock those with the XP you accrue throughout the game. He was receiving a mission in German, so I wonder if he's going to have the first clue where to go from here. Certainly for younger players though, it just proves how much you rely on things like the voiceover and that kind of stuff. Admittedly, I would assume that all of that text was read out there, and in this case, you know, it's just a language barrier that's in the way. But this is the kind of things we have to face when we're going to go to conferences in Germany and the likes. Gamescom is one of the biggest conferences in the world now, so it's one that has to be covered, and it's only right that the games there should be in the native language. So you can see Ronan's ship there off in the distance, and he's assaulting this world, or this space station. I'm not sure whether it's a world or a space station, but we're having to fight against him and his evil minions. But you do get to play as him in other areas. I don't know whether specifically within this playset you can do missions as the enemy, or whether it's just for use in the toy box. It would seem a bit weird playing Ronan and fighting against yourself. Now we've got the famous dog from Guardians of the Galaxy, who, if you've seen the film, you would have seen him as well. I believe he might be called Cosmo. So Andy's managing to find his way around reasonably well, even though it's all in German. And picking up coins in the environment that are going to allow him to unlock other characters, not from the Guardians of the Galaxy playset, to play within this playset. So I think Nova is one of the characters that you can use here, and Iron Man as well. But you have to collect 10 coins with that particular character on in order to unlock them in the level. Or in the playset, rather. It sounds so weird hearing this game in German. To Germans it probably sounds perfectly normal. But having heard the character voices and stuff on the English version, it's very strange hearing it in German. So I'm with Andy really at this point. I have no idea what he's about to do or what he needs to do. These look like kind of rockety jets of some kind. Maybe he's got to plug something in there. What? We're not quite sure. He'll have to go off and explore, I think. And again, you can see Ronan's ship there in the background. Now, Drax obviously has a variety of melee attacks. He's very strong up close, and he's got those blades that he can use as well. Not so good at the long distance, the long range fighting. So, is Andy about to work it out? Doesn't look like it. So, and someone very kindly tries to walk in the shot there. That's one of the pitfalls of trying to record stuff at gaming events like this. There's always a chance that someone's not going to notice your camera and get in the way. So Andy's really struggling at this point. If you're a German viewer, I'm sure you're probably screaming right now saying, "Go here, look, it's obvious, you just need to go there, get this, do that." But poor old Andy, I bet he wishes he'd taken German at school now. Or maybe he did and he failed just like me. So what else do we know about Guardians of the Galaxy? Well, obviously, you can control a Rocket Raccoon, Star-Lord, Gamora, and Groot. And Groot has some rather fantastic attacks with the ability to kind of morph his body to big kind of tree-like attacks with his various limbs. Star-Lord obviously has his pistols and his rocket boots. And then you got Rocket Raccoon, who is all about guns. You know. No, doesn't go there, Andy. Yeah, so Rocket Raccoon's got his assault weapons, and I think the inclusion of Rocket Raccoon and the Guardians specifically could be one of the reasons why Peggy are currently provisionally rating the Marvel version of Disney Infinity as a 12, because there are similar games set in the Marvel universe that do also have a Peggy 12 rating. Because of the type of action content involved. And many people may say that that's kind of unfair for what is a comic book game, especially when the regular Disney Infinity, at least Disney Infinity 1.0, was rated a 7. But I'm sorry, you know, there are strict restrictions on what can go in each Peggy rating, and I think the combat that is included in this Marvel version could be the one to push it over the edge into the 12 rating. And as Andy continues to struggle with the German language, and well, he's found another area at least, but is he going to find what he needs down there? I don't think so. So I think I'm particularly looking forward to playing with Groot, and of course I want to try out those crossover character levels. I'd love to see what Nova has to do in the Guardians of the Galaxy playset. There was talk of them including him in the film, but we just got the Nova Corps instead. Okay, he's back up, still struggling. Not really any clue what to do. Poor Andy. But he's got a vehicle at least, so we can show us that and motor around. And this is one of those vehicles that you can have two characters in, and a sidecar. One of the nice little additions in Disney Infinity 2.0. So you can have multiple characters racing around in some of these vehicles. And there we go. The game defeated him, or rather, Germany defeated him. And he's going to have to come home and try and play on the English version, I think.